during the meeting. Moving on, the motto of Toastmasters Club Lounge will be, I will request everyone to please stand up and repeat the motto after me. For better listening.
For better listening.
For better thinking.
For better thinking.
And for better speaking.
For better speaking. We learn by doing.
We learn by doing.
With this, I would like to hand over this stage to one of the amazing performers. He is a handsome person, very energetic and enthusiastic. The one and only our very own president of Toastmasters Club, now with me, Toastmaster Hassan.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mark, for the warm welcome. How many of you believe that you are special? Yes, you are special. So let me start a story. There was a famous public speaker. He started his seminar by showing a $20 bill to the audience and asked them, who wants this $20 bill? Everyone in the audience raised their hand. We want it. He said, okay, I'll give this bill to one of you, but before that, let me do this. He crumbled it up and asked the audience again, who wants this bill? Everyone in the audience, we want it. He said, okay, I'll give this bill to one of you, but before that, let me do this. He put it on the floor, he crumbled it again with his shoe, put it back up, and it was full of dirt. And he asked the audience, who still wants this $20 bill? And again, everyone on the floor, we want it. He looked in the audience and told them, ladies and gentlemen, we have learned a very good lesson here. He told them that this $20 bill is full of dirt, and I touched it, but still you want it. Why? Because it's still worth $20. Even I touched it, it still has the same value. So ladies and gentlemen, just like this $20 bill, we humans are being crushed by our fellow people. We are being let down by people around us. And sometimes we feel that we have no one, we are worthless. Sometimes we want to suicide, sometimes we want to die. But just like this $20 bill is still worth $20, you are still special. No matter you're being crushed by people around you, you're special. So with this, I would like to congratulate the winners of the last meeting. So the favorite of it, best speaker was Toastmaster Commercials. A round of applause for him. The best prepared speaker was Toastmaster Saira. A round of applause. The best leader was Toastmaster Meher. A round of applause for Toastmaster Meher. The best by Toastmaster Arthur. A round of applause. With this, I would like to hand over the meeting to. So we have some guests today. We would like to have the production. So, can you please introduce yourself?
My name is Darwin. I'm from Narwar, but now I'm living in Satellite Town. I'm doing MBA from Mumbai. I am studying 6th semester today.
Thank you so much for coming in. We have another guest, Anand Virachana.
I have recently completed my MPhil in English literature, and I'm also teaching in National University of Hong Kong.
Good to have you. So just I would like to hand over the meeting to very passionate Toastmaster Shoaib. He's going to conduct the induction ceremony of our new member, which is Toastmaster Sana. So over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hassan. I'm delighted to commence the induction ceremony for a new member, which is Toastmaster Sana. She is digital marketing manager by profession, and the reason that she joined the Toastmaster, because she believes we humans learn better in a community when the community shares objective goals. So the induction ceremony just have a two part. The first, I just call the Toastmaster Sana, and she's supposed to say yes after every point, and then I let us to the audience, and the audience supposed to say yes after every point. So please help me welcome Toastmaster Sana on the stage. Are you excited to be a part of RTC?
Yes, I am.
That's great. Okay. So Sana Shahid, as a member of Toastmaster International and RTC family, promise to attend meetings regularly,
Yes.
prepare all of my speeches and leadership assignments to the best of my ability, basing them on project in the Toastmaster members,
Yes.
prepare for and fulfill meeting assignments,
Yes.
provide fellow members with helpful constructive evaluation,
Yes.
serve my club as an officer when called upon to do so, treat my fellow members and our guests with respect and courtesy,
Yes.
adhere to the guidelines and rules for all Toastmaster educational and recognition programs, maintain honest and highly ethical standards during the conduct of all Toastmaster activities.
Yes.
Now it's time for the audience to pour a pledge. Be the member of RTC Club. Promise to support in the quest of my self-development.
Yes.
Provide you with positive and helpful evaluation.
Yes.
Maintain a friendly and supportive atmosphere.
Yes.
Give you opportunities to help others and make your Toastmaster membership a rewarding and fulfilling experience.
Yes.
So I welcome Toastmaster Sana to officially become part of RTC family. Now, to begin the meeting formally, I would like to invite a person who is very intellectual, passionate, and dedicated towards her journey Toastmaster. She is none other than Toastmaster Amrina Kelly. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Toastmasters Sudhir. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to the meeting of Toastmasters Club. First, I will let you know what is the procedure. Maybe for the guests, it's something new. And even I think for Sana, who is attending the meeting second time, and this time as a member, last time she came as a guest, it would be more informative. We have different sections of the meeting. We divide this meeting into different segments. The first segment is that of table topics, where we see the extemporate skills of the speakers. So we will have a table topic session in which every speaker will get a topic and has to speak on that topic offhandedly. And after we have done with this table topic session, after that you have to vote for the best speaker. After that session is over, we have a 15 minutes networking break. You can enjoy tea and you can enjoy some edibles in that break. And along with that, you can meet other members of the Toastmasters Club. Then our second segment begins, and in this segment, we have 3 prepared speakers. So our prepared speakers today are Toastmaster Sana, Toastmaster Sarat, and Toastmaster Mubashir, but I can't see Toastmaster Mubashir. I think I hope so comes, he turns up for his speech begins. After the segment of prepared speeches, we vote for the speakers, the best speaker, and then finally we have the evaluation segment, which is one of the very important segments where there are different evaluators, including the evaluators for the table topic, the evaluators for the prepared speeches. They come up and they give their opinion, they give their feedback to the speakers. Then finally, we have the general evaluator for the whole session who comes and gives feedback about the overall session. So this is how our meetings are divided. So inshallah, we'll soon begin with our table topic session. But before we begin with our table topic session, we have today the topic of spring cleaning for our theme of today's meeting. Toastmaster Saira, if you can show that slide on spring cleaning. But before we talk about spring cleaning, I have a question. How many of you have thoroughly cleaned your house? Do you remember when did you last thoroughly clean your house? पूरे घर को झाड़ के रख दिया. Right. Okay. The first hands risen were of ladies. Toastmaster Rabia. Toastmaster Saran. Anybody else? Wonderful. Toastmaster Suhail. And our guest, Raj, also has, he claims he has thoroughly cleaned the house. Anybody else who remembers? When did you last clean your house? Was it last week? Was it last month? Was it even before that? Right, it's here. Can you think of the time when you actually cleaned your house thoroughly? You have multiple options. It could be last month. It could be before Eid al-Fitr. Because next week we are going to have Eid al-Azha. It could be in the spring season, maybe in March or in April. Maybe you cleaned your house thoroughly last year. Maybe, yes, please.
Well, I also sleep quite often, but now you can only see.
Okay. So you don't take the responsibility of cleaning the house. Maybe you cleaned your house last time when it was painted. That is also an opportunity which we take when the house is painted. 2 months. 2 months it was painted, or did you clean the house? And you don't remember? Sure, please. I'm waiting.
We clean our house every year once, and our father has to visit from Delhi. So it's like he is only going to come and do inspection of the house. We have to do all the fans. We did it in January.
Okay, so that is an occasion, a special occasion when the father is coming from abroad, then the house gets cleaned, no doubt. So that is also a cycle you have created. Yes, Toastmaster Salman, you wanted to say something.
I said I don't remember.
You don't remember. Probably your situation is something like your Toastmaster Abdul Aziz's situation, that you see the house clean, but you don't know when it is clean. Yes, Toastmaster Akash?
I always contribute in making it worth clean.
Okay. I hope so soon. You are going to clean the house. I look at it from another perspective. Then, inshallah, when you get married, you'll be cleaning the house very often. Anyway, we'll talk more about spring cleaning. We'll discuss other aspects of spring cleaning, but it's high time that we should begin our regular session of table topics. Okay? But before that, I will request the role players to please introduce themselves so that our guests, especially, and Toastmaster Sana, she also learns the role of different role players. So we have multiple role players. I would request our counter to please introduce yourself.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the meeting. Several Toastmasters and guests. As a our counter, I will listen very carefully. And when I hear anyone say and so, or repetition of any other trans words, such as no, I mean, etc., I will ring the bell immediately when I am aware of any mistake. The only time I am not ring the bell is during the debate speeches. However, at all times, I will keep a record of the number of times each person utters the filler words, and I repeat that when called upon by general manager, the head of the meeting. Even after giving my report, I will continue to ring the bell. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Salman. Let's continue, and now I would ask the second role player, the grammarian, to please introduce yourself. Please.
Thank you, Madam Toastmasters. Fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, I will be listening carefully to all that is said and will make note of the good and poor use of English language. Near the end of the meeting, when called upon by the general regulator, I will give my report. Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Our next role player is the timer. So I would request the timer to please introduce yourself and to discuss your role.
My name is Toastmaster. Today I'll be doing the role of the timer. Each speech has different time guidelines as a meeting. Time allotted for table topic is 1 to 2 minutes. For prepared speeches, it is generally 5 to 7 minutes. For trial paper, it is going to be 4 to 6 minutes. And for evaluations, it is going to be 2 to 3 minutes. Green light means that one has reached the minimum time. Sorry. Green light means that one has reached the minimum time. Yellow light means that we have reached the midpoint, and the red light indicates the maximum time. Grace time of 30 seconds will be given after red light. Anyone who speaks less or beyond the designated time will be considered disqualified, and his or her name will not be included in voting. Thank you.
Thank you. So I think all role players have introduced themselves. I'm sorry, I've forgotten. So I would request Toastmaster Saira. She's the vote counter today. She will discuss the vote. Please, Toastmaster Saira.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amrina. During the meeting, I'll be voting for the best table topic speaker, the best prepared speaker, best evaluator, and the Big Three award. And I'll be circulating e-poll this time. We'll be trying it. So if it works, we'll be continuing it, otherwise not. And I shall announce the winners when asked for by the presiding officer.
Thank you. Toastmaster Saira. So let's begin our session, and please try to use the word of the day, which is audacious. It is an adjective, and if you perform an audacious deed, that means you are very bold and daring. So please try to use it consciously in your speeches. So let's begin with our first segment, and that is table topics. So I would request the table topic master today, who is Toastmaster Ravya. So please, Ravya, come in. And now it's over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amrina. Fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, I welcome you all to a very audacious segment of our meeting. Yes, fine segment. For the ease of our guests, I'll explain it a little bit, and please, members, bear with me. This segment, I'll ask someone to come up here and provide him or her with this topic. Today, I have an object, and he or she will have to create a story out of it, as it is a very, trending skill, the storytelling thing. And he or she has to speak on it for 1 minute, minimum of 1 minute, up to 2.5 minutes. So let's get started. First, I would like to call Toastmaster Akash Kumar.
Okay. Thank you, Madam Toastmaster, for giving me such an interesting topic. My fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, what is this?
Key to success.
Yes. What is this?
A TV presence.
Yes. What is this?
Many opportunities.
Yes.
Center of
What is this? Wow. Then I'm not going to give it. I reserved it for my future wife. My fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, we are human beings. And in our life, we face many issues, many problems. And there is always key to that problem. There is always a key to your heart. There is always a key for potential potentiality. All we have to do is to grab that key and make use of it. Most of us are not aware that we hold that key in our own hands. We always, most of the time, we have the key in our hand and we are not aware of it. So whenever you are in any problem, have that in your conscience that you have the key and you can overcome it. So with this, I'm going to hand over this key to Toastmaster Rabia.
Thank you.
And I request all of you to pray for me to get a good wife so that I can give that key of my heart to my wife. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Akash, and all the best for your future. Yes. Now I would like to call Toastmaster Salman. You have to create this project.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rabia, for giving me this beautiful small talk walk. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, whenever you have a watch in your hand, what comes in your mind?
Importance of time.
Importance of time. Anybody else?
Learn.
There is one famous quotation, time is money. And when we say time is money, then we always refer to this clock, this watch, because when it ticks, when it is ticking all the day, you are conscious about your future. You are conscious about your present. Because you cannot be a person, whatever you want to be, until and unless you don't follow the time. For example, your Toastmasters Club meeting is at 4:30 p.m. The start time is 4:30 p.m. But you don't care about the time and you come here a bit late. It's very important to be careful about your time management because time never asks you to stop and be with me to achieve your goals. So time is ticking. Follow your time and manage your time so that you can achieve your goals in your lives. Thank you very much. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Salman. Now I would like to call Toastmaster Hassan. You have to pay. So yes.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rabia, for giving me a topic of reading book which I'm not fond of. So how many of you are here who read books regularly? All right. And may I ask, what's your favorite book? How many is three? What about you? You also read it. All right. So the book that is given to me is The Lost Jewels of the Booty. I don't know what is it all about. I'm sure we all can read it and see what's inside. So for now, it's just a book for me, and I wish I can. I have the tendency to read books because I'm not fond of reading books, but I love audiobooks. So in future, I might listen to some audiobooks and learn some skills because the reading book is very important. First thing that you actually increase your vocabulary, you learn a lot of skills, and you actually gain a lot of knowledge, information. Because reading through web is sometimes easy, but of course, reading a lot from web can actually have effect on your eyes. So reading books is something which we all should go for. And inshallah, after the session, I'll start reading books. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hassan. Yes, inshallah, we will start reading regularly. And audiobooks is especially a very good option for all of us, for us like me. Now I would like to call Toastmaster guest Imran. Ibrar. Yes, Ibrar. So you have to take us through here.
Assalamualaikum, my fellow Toastmaster. Today is my first day, and I think I can explain more, but I will try. This is a pen. If you are marketing, then first of all, English में मैं पंजाब उर्दू में बोल सकता हूँ. मार्केटिंग में अगर जाते हैं किसी भी सेल्स डिपार्टमेंट में तो सबसे पहले कहा जाता है कि आप पेन सेल कर सकते हैं. एग्जाम्पल बड़ी पॉपुलर दी जाती है. तो क्या क्वालिटी होती है कि आप पेन सेल कर सकते हैं, तो ये पेन है इसको सेल करके दिखाओ. तो सिंपल ऑफ दैट, अगर आपके अंदर डेडिकेशन है, पैशन है, तो यू कैन डू एवरीथिंग. तो पेंसिल में आप बोल सकते हैं. सॉरी,
What is the color of this pen? How can you write about it? Do you like calligraphy or something like that? Do you doodle?
Okay.
Have you ever doodled, draw, or
You know who command first is very tough.
Thank you, those guests, Brad. I know it's a quite audacious thing. Come up here and speak for a minute. I remember when I did my first 1 minute speech. Let's move on to our next guest, sir. Please. Let us know.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster. Paradox nowadays. Well, it reminds me when I used to travel, not now, but I used to travel to northern areas with our family. And I used to think that I would be enjoying them. And I go there, everything will be changed, and I will be in a totally relaxed mood. And then on the terrace, I will be having a cup of tea, and there will not be any worries. Life will be, very pleasant. But when I reached there, once upon a time, I reached there, then I had to take 2 pills of this Panadol. Straight away. The first thing I did after finding a reasonable accommodation, 2 tablets of Panadol. Because of the hectic traffic schedule and everything. So it is good. The tablets nowadays in the modern life, sometimes you need to take those things in those situations where you have to, rush through your activities and you have to perform. There are some situations where you cannot avoid these things. But obviously, one has to take care and one has to see the situation, not to be adept of these kind of things. Thank you.
You are very careful not to get exam. Now I would like to call Toastmaster Sarah. Can you, Sarah?
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster. Take the master. So this is a prop, which is very common these days. Each one of us may have 1 or maybe 2. Let's have a quick exercise. How many masks do you have right now? One?
I don't know.
Anybody with 3 masks right now?
I have more than 3. I give them to distribute.
Very nice, very nice. So this has now become a part and parcel of our lives. And even after vaccination, it is now being recommended to keep using the masks. Advantages and disadvantages. I personally felt that masks have been a good prop to hide your emotions, especially when you're in official meetings. It is very fruitful to wear masks. I personally like it because at any time, if I feel like a comment is funny, but I cannot laugh at that point, so the mask is very helpful. Similarly, if I am getting frustrated at some conversation, the mask again hides my feelings. So unless and until someone can recognize from your eyes what you're feeling, I have personally found the mask a great piece to only convey what we want to convey to the other person and withhold the rest with ourselves. So these are all my comments. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sarah, for coming up the advantages of using masks. Now I would like to call guest Anam. He is no other person. Okay.
Right. So nowadays, we all use smartphones. So most of the time, people have more than one phone. So it depends. It varies. It depends on your choice. For example, some of people use 2 phones because one of them they use for a business purpose and one of them they use for their personal use. So there are many advantages and disadvantages of cell phone. Okay, so do you think so that we should give phone to teenagers?
No.
Why? Because nowadays they are taking classes online. So that's why this is their need. This is not their want. So I think so we should give them phones, but we should keep checking balance. Okay, so nowadays there are different apps which we may install. We can watch Netflix on phones. And but we need to keep a check and balance, like we are not wasting much time because time is very precious. Okay, apart from that, I think so that we need to see that how we are using phone for beneficial purpose. How we are using it is we are not wasting our time. We must fix our time that we are going to use or we are going to consume this time for using phone. All the time, what do? We keep on checking WhatsApp, we keep on checking Facebook, but we don't check our books, right? So I don't know exactly what I'm saying. Yeah. Okay, I have half time. Okay, so I don't think so. What I have to say.
Now I would like to call Toastmaster Abdul.
My fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. The object given to me is the star. The star symbolizes radiant light. The star also somebody who excels in some skill or some games can also be attributed as the star. Of course, there can be star Toastmasters as well. We normally see the stars on the sky, And of course, when we travel outside the cities and go to the village, rural areas where the sky is clear, we really appreciate that the stars are very, very clear. And sometimes we also observe the movement of the stars on the sky. And the stars also symbolize the film stars, the movie stars. So it is a symbol that is used in so many different ways and different contexts. So with this, I thank you.
Now I would like to call Toastmaster Mubashir.
How many of you know what is this? What is this? Tell me what is this?
It's a pack of cigarettes.
How you know inside cigarette is present? Maybe this is only in wrapper.
I wish I was like
Okay.
4 years old or 6 years old.
Let me check. Yes, it's a new packet. Okay. In my life, I never use this. But whenever I told this to any of my friends, they said, "Oh, chal chal ram." Because this thing is common in teenage. And many of us are habitual to use this. And I want to share a very funny incident with you. Once an uncle came to me. Actually, he wanted to judge me. He's asking me many questions like, Hassan bhai, what is your name? What is your age? What is your source of income? Like many questions continuously. And suddenly he asked, which cigarette do you use? And honestly, if I habitual of this and I speak the name of the cigarette unconsciously, but I unconsciously said him, sir, I'm not habitual of this. And he smiled, yes, you are telling true. Because if I'm habitual, then in which way they ask, I answer him unconsciously. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mubashir, for sharing your personal anecdote. Now I would like to call the guest for us.
He is right now not online, but TM Rehana is.
Okay, Toastmaster Rehana, are you with us?
Yes, Toastmaster Rabia, I'm here, but I am acting as table topic evaluator as well. Am I audible?
Yes. Thank you to our table topic master. Good evening, fellow masters and distinguished guests. The object that I've been given today is this fan, and as a child, and I think even now, I really like something like this, because even though we have all the facilities in our houses, but the load shedding, when it happens, we just can't help it. Our AC doesn't work anymore, and UPS too has a limit to it. It can't work all night or all day. So similarly, last night I was very tired from work, and all I was hoping was to just go to bed and switch on my AC. And that is exactly what I did, switched on my AC and fell to sleep. But it was, I think, hardly an hour that the load shedding decided to step in, and there was no electricity anymore. And the UPS in the fan was like, So I obviously woke up, and at that time I thought that, maybe there could have been a portable fan I could have, a small portable fan that I can have beside my bed that can only, throw air on my face, and that I am the sole receiver of that air, and I should not be dependent on any electricity or anything like that. So this fan, I would say, is a model or a prototype of a fan that I would expect to have by my side in the future to have, so that I am not dependent on load shedding when I really need to sleep in cool air. That's it. Thank you all. Thank you, Toastmaster sir. Now with that, I would like the timers report have all the speakers qualified.
Yes, all the speakers are qualified. You can vote for Akash. Toastmaster Akash, Toastmaster Salman, Toastmaster Hassan, guest Abrar, guest Ijaz, Toastmaster Saira, guest Hanam, Toastmaster Abdul Aziz, Toastmaster Bashir, and Toastmaster Sir.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hassan. Now with that, we will have 15 minutes networking break. You can enjoy tea and refreshment. Thank you. And meanwhile, please vote for the best tabletop speakers. Yes.
And I'll be sending the link on WhatsApp.
Toastmaster Sarah will be sending the link on WhatsApp group.
Yes.
And what about the guests?
Oh, for the guests, they can probably write it down.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll just try if it works or not. Right. अनस से बात हुई आपकी? अनस को कॉल कर लेंगे आएंगे। जी मैं व्हाट्सएप पे आप लोगों को भिजवा रही हूँ। हम आज ई वोटिंग जरा ट्राई करना चाह रहे हैं।
किसी के पास हो गया?
हाँ ठीक है, नेट अगर नहीं है तो आप दे दें। ठीक है, थैंक यू। जी हम सिर्फ ट्राई करना चाह रहे हैं, बस एक पोल्स ना हम स्टार्ट करना चाह रहे हैं हमारे। अभी तो मैंने म्यूट नहीं किया हुआ।